meditative, and inside I also find it difficult to be outside. So today you have arranged to have this puja here. Just before that, you have to prepare yourself physically and mentally. Physically, you must give yourself a bandhan. And a bandhan is just nothing but that you give yourself a protection to your aura. And how you do it is very simple, which I will tell you just now how to do it. And then you sit down for your puja. Then mentally, you have to put yourself right. First of all, you should not feel guilty at all. If you are guilty, you cannot do my puja. So you should be absolutely above that. There should be no tension in your mind. You are not guilty, you are in the present. See, like flowers, you are looking. How can flowers be guilty? First get out of that guilt business. You should not feel guilty or tensed. Everything that is done is the best, you shouldn't worry about it. It's not your responsibility even to arrange it. Just think that everything is done sahaja. Gradually when you will move in Sahaja Yoga, you'll be surprised to see how things are arranged just beautifully. When these people just were finding out a place, they had no place which was for less than $250 each. So they said it is rather too much for everybody's pocket. And then suddenly, spontaneously, they found this place. When they said $50, nobody could believe. They thought that we'll just get some porridge in the morning and the rest of it will be fasting. And so many were rather worried. Some thought it was a scout camping ground or whatever it is, and quite worried when it started raining. But see, this is all God's grace, to get such a place, such a comfortable place for you to come here. Everything is arranged by God's grace. So first we have to remember that it is all arranged through God's grace. If something is not arranged, just forget it. Just leave it. Just don't worry. That's the best way you have to live. Then what happens? That you become one with the present and you can overcome all your problems of tension. Tension mounts up when we want to do which we are not supposed to do, which we are not successful with. It's also a mental barrier between ourselves and our mind that we want to do a particular thing in a particular way. If you can give up that, then you will be surprised that you become absolutely one with the divine and you start working it out in a very beautiful manner. Now see the root of a little seed. It just sprouts, it goes this way. If it finds there is an obstruction or there is some sort of a stone or something, it goes around it. When it finds something other obstruction, it goes away from it. It doesn't fight that. It just says, all right, let me find my own way. And then he uses the same stone for holding the tree. So clever. He goes around the little stone and uses that for its own purpose. So this is how a Sahajayogi should behave, not to take responsibilities and put others into tensions. This must be done, this is not here, that is not there. It's not necessary. It's your love that is important, for which you must have heard the story of an old woman who was living in a forest. Her name was Shabari. And she heard that Shri Ram is going to come in the forest. And she was so much elated, so much happy. Such an innocent woman. She didn't know what to do. So when Rama came, she gave him, we have some kind of a berry we call as bay. She gave them to him to eat. And she told in very great innocence that every one of them I have tested to see that they are not sour. And she gave them to him and he ate them so lovingly. So his brother was a hot-tempered fellow. He got very angry. He said, what is this? This lady has no sense. She's giving all these things which are eaten by her, first of all, which we call as uttishta. Means somebody has eaten it, then you are not supposed to eat. Even your brother has eaten something, you cannot eat that. It's regarded as something not good, not auspicious. And this lady, an old lady with her few teeth that are left, she has just pierced every vein and is giving to my brother. Very furious. So Rama's wife, Sita, was just smiling at the whole situation. And then Rama gave that vein to his wife, and she ate it. She looked at her brother-in-law. She said, see, brother-in-law, these are the best bears I've ever eaten. I've never had such a taste before. But I'm not going to give you anything. See, best way to challenge the ego is not to say that you are not going to have it. He said, why? No, I won't give you. You won't have them. I will not. I will eat all of them. Then he said, no, how can you eat all that? He snatched some of them and he ate. He also felt the same. Because they are given out of love. Whatever is done out of love is thousandfold better than that is done out of tension and problem. I should never like to cause any tension in your mind of any kind. So for small things you should not worry. You must give up your tensions, absolutely, and understand that you are the children of God. You are to be looked after. You are to be given everything that is available in His realm. So you should not get into tensions at all. Firstly, not to feel guilty. Thirdly, to feel that we had to go to this guru, that guru. All right, forget it. Forget it. Whatever has happened, forget it. Don't worry on that point also, because that will tag you down all the time saying, why did you go to that guru? Why did you pay money to this fellow? Why did you do this? So just tell your mind, I am not bothered. I am not bothered. Whatever has happened, that person is finished. Now whatever my egg has done, now I am a bird. I have nothing to do. So be in the present. That is very important. Be in the present, have no guilt, have no worries of the past, because if you worry of the past, you can never enjoy the present. And you are here to enjoy and not to worry about the past. Whatever has happened, just forget it. I hope you understand this very well, that to forget whatever has happened and forgive. There are Sahajogis with you, enjoy life. Always try to see the good points of other Sahajogis, not the bad ones. Normally we try to find out what's wrong with another person, especially when we know about chakras. See, we just understand that this person has got this very bad chakra. Then only thing what you do is to give yourself a bandhan, which I'll tell you, and deal with the person. But when you know that person has this sickness or this kind of a chakra pattern, no use arguing, no use telling them. Let them come up, they'll come right. Tell them that this is what it is. At the most, you can tell your children, you can tell your wife, someone. But somebody who is not that closely connected, you cannot put Sahajayoga into their heads. You cannot force Sahajayoga into them. So Sahajayoga cannot be forced into anyone whatsoever. It has to be accepted, asked for. It has its own protocol. It cannot be just poured into your mouth that you better have it. Is the wrong thing. There are some people who still have lots of doubts. I know that, who are sitting here who have doubts. These should go away. Then because then they feel guilty, I had doubts. So please get rid of those doubts if possible, because I do not want that you should feel later on that, oh mother, we doubted you. So now, just now better get rid of the doubts. Well, one thing one should understand, that Mataji has nothing to gain for us. We cannot give her anything. We cannot give her anything. Only we have to take from her. If you understand that, then you will have no doubts, because that is one of the fears people have, that I am going to snatch away something from you. So once you understand that she has nothing to take away from us, she has to give us something. Supposing I say there's a diamond available here, free for you. Will you doubt me? You'll say, alright, let's see if it's a diamond or not. First snatch it. That's all. Your attitude should. So those who have doubts should know that with the doubts they'll go very slow and they may be thrown out. So please do not have any doubts. The doubting mind is the most troublesome thing. It will never allow you to enjoy your spirit. So there is no need to doubt about it. It's open, everything is so open There's no secret about it. You understand that and try to imbibe the quality of a good Sahajayogi, of a Sahajayogi who is steady. By doubting, your steadiness will go away, and if a tree is not steady, how will it embed itself? So it is important that you should give up all doubt. And you are so quickly into it. Seldom we do such a thing. It's too much of a thing. I mean, never done like that before. It's an experiment. We want to see now how it works out. It's really an experiment. We have never done like this before. It's a very dangerous thing. I have seen it that people who get into puja, then they might get little stomach pain or something will happen to you by which you will be cleared out. Little bit. Not much. But then you'll feel much better out of that. So it is a thing that has to happen. It's just like an operation which takes place. So first we used to do is to cleansing of the people, of their chakras, is that when they are cleansed and reached a certain position, then only they were allowed to do my puja. But I found that when I came first to America, I did not talk about puja. I talk about the abstract thing. I didn't want to say about these things. We did not do any puja. We did not establish Shri Ganesha, nothing of the kind. And as a result of that, people who came to me got lost. I didn't tell them how to keep their health all right or about anything. It was such a short time and the whole thing was a bad response from people that I thought it's better to leave it now. But now time has come for all of you to have it in a big way because you are all seekers and we cannot delay it anymore. So come to me without any doubts. If you have doubts, it's better that you go away. It will be a better idea for me and for you also. When your doubts are removed, then you come for the puja. So don't sit here with your doubts, otherwise I will have a headache. Apart from that, you will have your headache. So sit in a very cheerful mood, in a receptive mood, and see for yourself what happens to you. May God bless you.